नमस्कारः। अद्य भाषाप्रवेशस्य प्रथमभागस्य चतुर्दशी कक्षार्थं सर्वेषां स्वागतम्. So next topic is again not part of, it's not our book syllabus, it's again something we spoke yesterday. We'll go over that exercise 11 and we will see try to understand the common mistakes done by many students actually. With this exercise 11 is for the possessive forms, actually the usage of possessive forms. But I see some mistakes which I thought it will worth for a discussion today. Okay, and don't take this personally or don't take this bad. In case if you feel your answers are actually captured here as examples, don't feel that. Take this as a opportunity to improve and try to avoid mistakes in the future. Okay, so that's a note I want to give before I start this exercise. And just it is just for, maybe I just randomly picked up a few of them, and a few mistakes I did not actually point out. That's because it might be a typo mistake or it might be some keyboard issues. So I guess whatever I guess it is as keyboard issues, I just skipped that. And there are a few other things which I see. Many of them are actually we could have avoided those mistakes if we have done the previous exercise better, or if we have understood the previous concepts, we could have avoided many of those common mistakes actually. So basically we'll just have a quick view of what are those, and we'll try to discuss them, and if there are any questions we can even discuss further on that. And again, don't take them as a personal I'm not actually pointing out any individual person or anybody. It's just a common thing which we all have to improve. Okay, let us start with the first one. And so this is one answer I saw. Etaha balikanam adhyapika kutra asti. Okay, so I think now we got the answer. This is not some common mistake. This is something related to our Visheshna Visheshya Bhava which we have just studied. So this sentence is actually wrong. The intention of this sentence is these girls teacher is, where is the teacher of these girls? That's a question the student would like to make. So for that it is the etaha in the prathama vibhakti it is used, but as per the Visheshna Visheshya Bhava, the vibhakti vachanam and lingam should be the same. So in that case, the sashti bahuvachana form of etaha would be etasam. So answer would be etasam balikanam adhyapika kutra asti. So that's the right sentence. So hope you get the mistake, but this is not a common mistake. This is something new topic. So I just wanted to cover here. And next is etat Chatrasya nama Praveenaha. So again, here the intention of the writer is this student's name is Praveena. This student's name is Praveen. That's what he wants to say. But again, this is okay. I agree this because Visheshna Visheshya Bhava is missing between etat and chatra. Ideally, it should have been etasya chatrasya nama Praveenaha. So this student's name is Praveen. So hope you are able to get it. And one more thing I don't understand is chatra is a masculine word. I don't know how come that student has used etat in neuter. That is still ideally should have been eshaha chatrasya nama Praveenaha. That's what something logically makes sense even if it is a mistake. Okay, next is chatrayoho grihani brihat. Okay, what happened is chatrayoho grihani brihat. The houses of two students are big. So that's a sentence, that's the intended meaning. But here what's the mistake is the brihat is the adjective for grihani. Okay, and brihat is it's a adjective for grihani. So we should ideally use the right or matching vachana of griham for brihat also. So the Brihat, the Bahuvachana form for Brihat is Brihanti. Okay, that is actually not covered in part 1. That is actually coming in part 2 of Bhasha Pravesha. So the actual answer would be Chatrayoho Grihani Brihanti. Okay, but why the form is Brihanti, that we'll see in the part 2. But all we need to know at this point is the Brihat is wrong. That's because it's a Ekavachana form. It doesn't go with Grihani, which is in Bahuvachanam. So both should be in the same Vachanam. So it will be Grihani Brihanti. Okay, next, that means the houses of 2 students are big. That's what it means. Okay, the next is Vrikshayoho Parnani Sheetalavayu Dadati. Okay, so here the mistake is not with the Visheshna Vishesha Bhava, but it's a very simple mistake which we covered in the previous exercise, I guess, with the Kim question. So Balakaha Kim Pashyati or Balakaha Kim Vadati, Shlokaha is there, it becomes Shlokam. He'll add Makara at the end. So similarly, Parnani Dadati, so till Vrikshayoho Parnani Dadati, till that it is fine. So leaves of 2 trees give something. Okay, leaves of 2 trees give. So what do the leaves of 2 trees give? The cold air. That's intention here. So again, it's an answer for Kim question. So it will be Vayum Dadati. So it will be, if it is a Parnam Vayum Dadati, Parnani Vayum Dadati. Okay, that's the way, that's the right. There's a Makara missing. So now the next is Sheetala is the adjective for Vayu. So it is actually explaining more details about Vayu, saying that it is cold. Okay, again the Sheetala should also follow the Vayu Vibhakti. So it will be Sheetalam Vayum Dadati. So this is the right answer. Vrikshayoho Parnani Sheetalam Vayum Dadati. Okay, and I have seen in most of the exercise answers, the ending suffixes are not actually paid more attention. Like if it is ending with Visarga or Makara, they actually it's not actually paid more attention. That's maybe you might have thought that it is the same word in Hindi. We don't actually don't actually pronounce, or we don't actually use Visarga or Makara at the end, right? So we might think that it is the same word is there in Sanskrit also. We'll try to use it directly. That is actually wrong. We should ideally look up into the dictionary. Vayu is a masculine word. So for masculine Vakanta Shabda, always Visarga should come in Pratama Bhakti. And if it is a Ditya Bhakti, instead of Visarga, the Makara should come. Or if it is a Shashti Vibhakti, it should go like a Guru. So Guruho is the Shashti Ekavachana form. And similarly, Vayoho is the Ekavachana form. So this is a way you should analyze and make it. And remember, if you have this habit now, it is little longer process now, but it becomes very easy later. But later it's difficult to change this behavior. So don't copy or don't use the words which you think that it is already, it will be a Sanskrit word, and if somebody said it's a Vayu is a Sanskrit word, I'll just directly use it. No. Check the dictionary, check if it is really a authentic Sanskrit word, and what is the ending letter of that word, and what is the Pratipadikam and Linkam, and derive the right Vibhakti form and use it in the sentence. Of course, it is a long process, but no other option for the beginners. The next is Chhatranam Ganaveshaha Sundaram Santi. Okay. So here again, Sundaram is the adjective for Ganaveshaha. So ideally, Ganaveshaha is a masculine Bahuvachana word. So Sundaram should also be in masculine and should also be in Bahuvachanam. So it will be either Sundaraha Ganaveshaha Santi or Ganaveshaha Sundaraha Santi. Else in Ekavachanam Ganaveshaha Sundaraha Asti. So I have taken Ekavachana example. Chatranam Ganaveshaha Sundaraha Asti. Okay, the next example which I want to discuss here is Mama Bhaginyaha Graham Asti. Okay, what is the mistake here? So all the words are actually grammatically derived properly, no issue. But for Bhaginyaha, if you see, it's in a really in a wrong vibhakti. So the actual intention of this sentence is mama bhaginyaha graham asti. The meaning which he wants to write is my sister's house is there. That's what he wants to write. Okay, that's the translation he has given. Okay, but my sister's, I mean house of the sister, there's a Sashti Vibhakti of Bhagini is needed. Okay, the Sashti Vibhakti of Bhagini is Bhaginyaha is the right Sashti form, not Bhaginyaha. Okay, remember, just a akara or akara at the end of the word, it completely changes the meaning. So Bhaginyaha is many sisters in Pratama Bhakti. So Mama Bhaginyaha Santi. I have many sisters. Okay, but Mama Bhaginyaha Griham Asti. So it's my sister's house is there. That's what it means. So here again, Bhaginyaha is the Shashti form. Bhaginyaha is a Pratama Bhakti Bahuvachana form. Okay, I'm not sure it's a typing mistake or it's a intentionally done. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's an actual mistake or it's a keyboard mistake. I'm not sure. But that's a mistake. Actually, it completely changes the meaning. So Mama Bhaginyaha Griham Asti. That's the right sentence. Okay, the next one, Mama Priya Pustakam Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so remember, whenever, as I said, whenever you use any word, it should be having proper ending, proper vibhakti form. Okay, Priya is just a Pratipadikam, looks like. Priya is just a Pratipadikam. It's whether it's a Priyahava, Priyamba, Priyava, or in Priyasya, Priyayoho, Priyanam. What is that actually? Just a Priya is just a Pratipadikam we are using it here. And general rule in Sanskrit is no Pratipadikams are actually supposed to be used directly in the sentence. You cannot use Rama as it is in a sentence. It should be derived in a particular vibhakti form, and then we have to use it. Either it should be Ramaha Gacchati or Ramasya Pustakam Asti, Aham Ramam Pashyami. But we cannot say Aham Rama Pashyami or Rama Gacchati or Rama Pustakam Asti. No, they are all wrong. Okay, the Pratipadikams are not supposed to be used directly in the sentences, but there are few cases where you can use Pratipadikams directly, but that is in the advanced stages, not in this level. So at the beginner level, I expect every word should be of proper vibhakti ending. So Mama Priya Pustakam Bhagavad Gita, it is a wrong one. The actual one is, the Priya is actually a adjective for Pustakam. So in that case, Pustakam is in the Prathama Bhakti Ekavachana form. So the Priya will also be in Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam. So it will be Priyam Pustakam. So Mama Priyam Pustakam Bhagavad Gita. Okay, the next one is Asthayoho Anguli Malinam Asti. The first issue is this. There's a spelling mistake here. Asthayoho, that is wrong. It's not. It is not Mahapranatha. It is Alpapranatha. Okay, so Hastha is wrong. Asthayoho is the right one. That's the first mistake. And second is Anguli Malinam Asti. Okay, Malinam Asti something okay, but Anguli is not a right word. If you would have seen the dictionary, it's a Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda. Okay, so in that case, if you are using Malinam, which is an adjective for Anguli, it will be either Malina Asti. So Anguli Malina Asti. Or generally, if you want to tell in, but at the same time, logically, if it see, how come one single finger of two hands will be there? Okay, so ideally it should have been many fingers. I mean, it should be in either Dvivachanam or Bahuvachanam. That makes logically correct. So I made few corrections here. So Hastayoho Angulyaha Malinaha Santi. So we are able to get it. Angulyaha is the Bahuvachana form of Anguli. It's a Ikaranta Shabda. And next one, Vitta Koshayoho Patre Tatra Santi. Okay, so here the two papers of two banks are there. That's what it is intended, I guess. But okay, let's see that. Okay, that's the meaning. But the general mistake here is Patre is in the Divi Vachanam and Santi is in Bahuvachanam. Okay, this is a very, very, very basic mistake. Okay, this we have already covered in a separate exercise we had. Patram asti, patre staha, patrani santi. If you would have attempted that exercise, you would never make this mistake here. Okay, so with the koshayoho, patre, tatra, staha is the right one. So staha is the right form here. And the next is sishyayoho, Bhagavad Gita, janitaha. Okay, sishyayoho, Bhagavad Gita, janitaha. What is the intention of this sentence? Okay, two disciples know Bhagavad Gita. Okay, there is no need of Shashti here, first of all, right? So, Sishyo Janitaha. Okay, Sishyo Janitaha, Sishyo Kim Janitaha, Sishyo Bhagavad Gitam Janitaha. So, it's completely not eligible for this exercise example. But the answer for the right sentence is Sishyo Bhagavad Gitam Janitaha. Okay, so basically you cannot use a verb with a Sashti form. Actually, the Sishyayoho Janitaha is a completely wrong sentence. So Balako Janitaha, Sishyo Janitaha. That's the right sentence. And Tau Kim Janitaha, Tau Bhagavad Gitam Janitaha, Sishyo Bhagavad Gitam Janitaha. So that's the right sentence here. Okay, there are a few chat questions. Okay, are there any special forms of adjectives? So yes, we have covered it. Okay, how many vibhaktis are we covering in level 1? We cover all of them. How do I post my answer? I'm not sure. It's in Q&A session here or on the forum. If it is on forum, you have to click on the replay button in the bottom. But replay button would appear only after you log in there. And all vibhaktis will be covered in the course. Okay, that's answered. Okay, do we have to pay for Kosha.Sanskrit? No, it's completely free service. You can use it unlimitedly. Please explain the usage of all the adjective. I'm not getting the question. I have explained it a bit, but maybe still if you have a question, we'll discuss. Okay, Griham spelling in not R instead of it should be Ru. Okay. Yeah, right. It's my mistake also is there. Yeah, that's sorry. Yeah, it's like Mama Bhaginyaha Graham Asti. It's not Graham. It's a Graham. Yeah, got it. And what is Malina? Malina means dirty. As there are two students, so Janitaha should come, right? Yes, it should be Janitaha because of it's a Dvivachanam. And where to use Sundara and Sundari? So there is no restriction that you can use whatever you like to use there. Whether it be Sundara or Sundari. But Sundari is the most used form of Sundara in feminine. Okay, that's about the chat questions. Let's move on to Q&A.
नमो नमः छात्रयोः षष्ठी द्विवचनम् ग्रहाणि बहुवचनम् and बृहत् छात्रयोः गृहे स्तः.
See, it depends, right? Maybe those two No, I take this as logically correct because two students might have many houses, right? Sometimes. That's the way I have taken the meaning. So it's not wrong actually. But if meaning he wants to express is many houses of two students are big. That is the case. This sentence is correct. Chatrayoho grihani brihanti. But in case if you want to say two students, the two houses of these two students are big, then it will be a little different. Instead of grihani, it will be grihe. So chatrayoho grihe brihati. That's the way it will be.
That's why I asked.
Sir, I have two questions. One is the use of Shashti Vibhakti when we have two names. Like one of the student has used it, Love and Kush. So he or she used it as Kushal Vayoh, Kushalavayoh. So how can we club two names and use Shashti Vibhakti? Can you please explain?
Yeah, actually grammatically that is correct. The usage is also correct, but I'm not getting into that topic. It's on the topic of samasa. We will not discuss that. For now, if you want to specify the possessive form for two, individually use the possessive forms like lavasya cha, kushasya cha griham tatra asti, something like that.
Oh. But
Don't use the Dvivachana form there. You always use that usage is correct, but I don't want to discuss further on that now. It's a little advanced topic now.
Oh, right.
Okay, you can individually use it actually. Lavasya and kushasya. You can use individually.
Yeah, right. Thank you. And other question, although you have already answered, but I would like to get it elaborated. That if we have to use, someone had already used it, like if we have to say amongst the books, Gita is the best. So how Shashti Vibhakti can be used there? Because Shashti is for of the books. So can we say Pustakanam or Granthanam? Gita,
you can also say like Gita is the best of the books. In that way, you can say.
Amongst, doesn't it indicate for the Saptami Vibhakti?
So actually, this is again a case where either you can use Saptami or Shashti, Bahuvachanam. So you can actually say Pustakanam. Maybe Pustakanam Shreshtam Pustakam Bhagavad Gita or Pustakeshu Shreshtam Pustakam Bhagavad Gita. Both are correct. So it's especially in this particular meaning, you can use either Shashti or Saptami. This is a separate Ashtadhyayi Sutra itself for this.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So actually that was you cleared now. So Bhagavad Gita, like Pustakeshu, Pustakanam, and that only I had a doubt also. And if it comes as Pustakeshu, it doesn't come in this exercise. That was I was thinking. But Pustakanam also is a usage permitted usage. Thank you, sir. I got cleared now. And this Etat is again, if it is feminine gender, it becomes Etasam, correct? Etasam Balikanam. Otherwise, it becomes Etesham Balakanam.
Yes.
Dhanyawad.
Hari Om Namo Namaha. In the above exercise, we have just discussed that in 11. I have read one sentence. The roads of the cities are broad. That in the broad is that he has mentioned that Nagaranam Margaha Vistirnaha Sandhi. Is it that Vistirnaha is that correct? So the three vachanas are Vistirnaha, Vistirnaha and
Vistirnaha, correct.
So your dual vachana, what is that? You know, dual vachana? Vistirnav.
Yeah, Vistirnav.
Dhanyawad.
Regarding this sentence, Vrikshayoga Parnani Sitalam Vayum Dadati. That's right. So just logically I am asking, instead of Parnani, that word is a single word. Then it will come like Sitala Vayu Asti. Is it come like that?
No. Parnam Shitalam Vayu
instead of
Dadati is a form. Yeah, it is Ekavachanam. Parnam Dadati. Yeah, it will be. Parnam Dadati, Parne Dattaha, Parnani Dadati. They are the forms.
But the Sitalam Vayum, that will not change. even if the singular form
It's
comes.
completely different. It's a completely different vibhakti. It will never change.
Because this one, this Sitalam Vayu, I selected from that spoken Sanskrit dictionary is there, no? There it is, I typed like cool air, what is that? It shows like Sitala Vayu. So I took it directly. But this one, the small doubt I have. For any singular also, it should come like this.
See, Sheetalam Vayum is a singular usage. Okay, and if you want to say cool airs in Bahuvachanam for some reason, then it will be, accordingly it will be like, in a Pratama Bhakti it will be Sheetalaha Vayavaha. No, it's not Sheetalani, it's Sheetalaha Vayavaha. Because Vayu is a masculine word, so Sheetalaha.
Okay.
And the corresponding Bahuvachana Dvitiya Bhakti form, we'll see them later. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I have taken this. This is completely off. It's not actually part of our syllabus, but I still took it just because these are the common mistakes. It's good to know for all of you. That's what I thought. And in case if you have any comments that let's not discuss all these things on this forum, maybe we can leave it actually. So it completely depends on you. Maybe you can send me the feedback in the Telegram or somewhere else. Okay, and we'll take accordingly. We'll think about that. But I thought we'll discuss it, so everybody will get an idea like what is the common mistake and how to avoid it actually. Okay, Adhyasana Sankshepaha. So Visheshna Visheshya Bhavaha we have seen. So always the Visheshnam, the adjectives will follow the Visheshyam, that pronoun, in terms of Vibhakti and Vachana and Lingam. So Uttamaha Balakaha, Uttama Balika and Uttamam Pustakam. There are the examples. If noun is in Dvivachanam, the adjective will also be in Dvivachanam. If noun is in Bahuvachanam, the adjective will also be in Bahuvachanam. If noun is in Sashti or some different Vibhakti, the adjective will also follow the same Vibhakti. Okay, that's about Visheshna Visheshya Bhava. And we have seen some common mistakes done in the previous exercise 11. Okay, and using, I think a few mistakes like usage of the Kriya Padams are sometimes wrong, and usage of the noun forms are actually sometimes wrong, and sometimes some mistakes based on the Visheshna Visheshya Bhava also we have seen. So with that, we are ending this today's session. Yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video online. If you have any queries or if you want to interact with students or teachers, please log into forum.sanskrit.today and subscribe to this channel Sanskrit.today to watch more videos like this, and share this video with your friends and interested people or group, and make use of the comment section below the video if you have any suggestions or feedback or improvements to be given for this session or the series. And finally click on the like button, and thank you for watching this video online. Let us meet in the next session. Dhanyavadaha.